Hey there, hope everyone's doing well. Drew here. I wanted to give you guys a quick channel update prior to your regularly scheduled Car Tuesday programming here. Some people probably have noticed that, well, my last couple of Ben 10 reactions, the reaction portion is on Google Drive, and my Daily Motion account essentially was erased or shut down by Daily Motion. They didn't really give me much explanation why, presumably copyright infringement or whatever, like is always the issue with these videos. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, that means all of my old reactions that were on Daily Motion are gone, no longer available. So that's most of my older Ben 10 videos, my Steven Universe videos, most of them, a ton of my reactions. So I don't actually have most of those backed up either, unfortunately. So it's possible they're just gonna be lost forever, which really sucks. I've spent a lot of work on them, obviously. So I'm not sure if anyone has any advice or anything like that about dealing with Daily Motion, if anyone has, or if there's a way I can get them back. I may still try reaching out to them, but I'm not overly optimistic about it. So yeah, with that being said, the reason I didn't have everything backed up essentially as well is that, it's expensive or it costs money to save all that, hours and hours of footage. I can't put it all on my computer, and the cloud, Google Drive, all that stuff costs money to get extra space. So with that being said, I'm gonna keep putting these reactions on Google Drive for now, but again, it does cost money and it's gonna take up most of my space that I've already paid for pretty quickly. So going forward, I need to figure out what I need to do essentially. Another thing, if anyone has advice or suggestions, I'll definitely take them. Possibility of doing, I guess, like a Patreon or something like that, trying to get solicit some funds in some way to be able to store all this footage. Maybe necessary in the near future, even though it's not something I particularly want to do. But again, I do put a lot of work into these videos and time and everything, so really want them to stay up and be available for everyone. And this whole copyright situation on YouTube and now Daily Motion, etc., is just very, I keep saying unfortunate, but it's very frustrating, really. I don't know, I could consider using Vimeo or something like that going forward, which also costs money, but any of these things, even Google Drive, I think I've had at least one reaction taken down from it in the past when I put something on there, maybe a year or two ago. I need to figure out a way, that these can stay up, or I'll switch to some type of shows that won't be copyrighted like that, which obviously limits things quite a bit. So anyway, that's the update. I'll keep subscribers posted on those things. Again, Google Drive for now, but yeah, I'll have to figure out some things here to keep the channel going. Anyway, like I said, regularly scheduled programming. Let's get on to some Ben 10 Alien Force action. It's a good episode here, Season 2 premiere. Let's do it.
It started with requests made on his channel, yes it did, to do a show that's nostalgic for the 2000s kid. Now he's got new subscribers and Car Tuesday's getting big. It's Drew's View, Drew's View. Now if you tune in, you might be in for a big surprise. He doesn't get excited and his humor is real dry, but he pays close attention and he tries to analyze Drew's View. So scroll to the description and hit play. Copyright claims try to hide his vids away, but he'll never stop as the Ben fans say that he's the baddest reactor to ever make their day. Drew's View. To the true, Drew's View. To the true,
Hey, we got Drew's Views here, and I'm back for a little Car Tuesday, reacting to cartoons on Tuesday. And today I will be doing Ben 10 Alien Force, now on season 2, episode 1. So, last time we had the big debut of Alien X. It definitely seems to be a popular character for a lot of commenters here. A lot of people saying, oh, I wonder if we're going to see him back, or it'd be cool if he was back, but not tipping it whether he or it, I guess rather, will be back or not. That being said, I was a little surprised with how it ended. Like, it didn't seem like a finale, but then I was told in the comments here, seasons 1 and 2 were originally written as one season, but it was split in two in production. And actually, I'm watching this on HBO Max, and it does say, call this episode season 1, episode 14. I don't want to scroll down too much to see, like, it's spoiled on a thumbnail or something, like, could happen, but it seems like they're maybe on HBO. They have it what it was originally intended, but I'm going to go with the Wikipedia version, or which is apparently what it aired as. So this is season 2, episode 1, and it's called Darkstar Rising. Sounds ominous. But anyway, yeah, back to Alien X. It was an interesting character, obviously. I'm told it's called a celestial sapien. It seems to be able to just control everything in the universe or whatever, but with the Ben part of it, which is supposed to be the reason side, never coming in before. They never got anything done, just the other two, which are like anger and sadness, or it was something like that. But Ben obviously got fed up with them very quickly. I think I mentioned last time it almost seemed like a drama, comedy, like those faces you see. That's kind of seemed to be what they're maybe modeled after. Oh, okay. They're actually called. Adora tells me they're saying something. They're saying if they were Alien X, they'd give my channel 100k subs. Wow, appreciate that. That would be nice. I agree. Let's get on it, Alien X. Actually, Alien X is in the comments themselves here saying enjoyed the reaction, liked, subscribed, motion carried. So I don't know. So they got off their ass to write that comment at least. But yeah, let's get the subs going next then, Alien X. Back to Adora's comment. She says that the personalities are Serena and Bellicus. So Serena, like serene, I guess, calm, even though it's not meaning sadness, but and like Bellicus, like Bell. That prefix, I think it means like warlike, usually like belligerent or whatever. So I see what the writers did there. Yeah, but then obviously Ben, of course, didn't want to use them after all. He said like, I have 9 other ones that will be better for this particular job. So he got out of there, and he said he's never going back in. But we'll see. I mean, obviously I wouldn't want to use it too much because it is so powerful, I guess. But, you know, might come a time when they need to. We know from, Dr. Paradox guy that the future holds some potentially cataclysmic events for the world. Maybe Ben will need to use Alien X to save the world or something. But if he does go into it again and do something, it would be good, I think, if there's like a consequence for it or something big happening from it. Anyway, we'll see what we got this time. Yeah, looking forward to it. No idea who Darkstar is or what it is, but will we resume the D and Alien plot? I hope so, but even if we don't, excited to see what we have for the start of season 2 or 1.5 year. Let's go on and do it. Did they retcon the Kevin character somewhat, at least in terms of his backstory and stuff? Because I thought he was like a New York street orphan, and when we first were introduced to him, or I guess he did have a mom, but he was just hanging out doing whatever he wanted, maybe. I mean, it makes sense that his dad would be a plumber. He knows all this stuff, especially in this series. It's revealed all the stuff he knows about the plumbers and everything, and why he has powers himself, I guess, the whole genetic thing. Anyway, I think this is a really good episode, even if it wasn't originally intended to be a season premiere. Definitely had a lot of everything. You know, I want that continuing storyline. We're getting it here. We're getting the Morningstar, you know, the character coming back from last season, recurring antagonist. We're getting more character development. It was more based around Kevin this time, but still some stuff for all of them, I think. The DNA alien plotline was there. It wasn't the main focal point, I guess, but they were part of the episode. So like everything being worked in like that. I think that was J.K. Simmons voicing the Magister. I didn't see the credits there, but it sounded like him last seen by me or heard by me in my Infinity Train reactions where he voices the pig baby. Yeah, so they're officially plumbers now, kind of, I guess, or at least two of them are. They're the law in this quadrant, so they're the most powerful, I guess, officials. I guess the Magister just can do whatever he wants in that, or he has the right to deputize them. Interesting. They never, like Kevin never said, or they never argued initially that like the other Magister wanted him to have it. I guess it wouldn't have mattered at that point anyway. But Morningstar's look, well, its mask off on look is pretty cool actually. Mask off look is gross, like we knew it would be, I guess. So I'm glad to see that he didn't turn handsome again or whatever. He didn't somehow get that part of himself back. He certainly doesn't deserve it. Yeah, so he's in jail, but we might see him again in the future. Who knows? Yeah, and we got a whole lot of aliens in this one too. Probably about half the arsenal was there at some point briefly. Yeah, Alien X was mentioned briefly as well. Of course, they didn't go into it, but yeah, so the hybrid guy got away, predictably, but I'd like to see this, yeah, again, harping on this a little bit, and I'm glad they were in this episode, but I want to see the plot line of how they're going to go. I mean, maybe now that they are more official, they can put together even more strong of a plan of action. I want to see some of the plumbers kids back, or some of the ones if they did get some off-screen people involved, which it seems like. Let's see them. Let's recruit some new people here. Yeah, definitely interested to see what we're gonna do in the season. But I know, yeah, Gwen and Kevin were about to kiss too. It seemed like before they were interrupted, but we'll see how that progresses as well. Anyway, that should do it for this one. Thanks all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Keep those comments coming. Love seeing all the comments and the discussions between each other are great. So yeah, we'll be back next Car Tuesday for season 2 episode 2. But until that time, I'll be up out of here. Peace.